Toyota of Dartmouth, your hometown dealer of choice for over 30 years. Cleaned and sanitized daily for your protection.
In Providence, a stressful morning for commuters after a train headed to Boston burst into flames. Firefighters say if crews didn't get there when they did, it would have been much more dangerous. The MBTA train caught fire out just before 6 a.m. after arriving at the station from the Wickford Junction, according to the Deputy Assistant Chief. It all started in the generator that lies next to the fuel and engine. There were no people in that unit and all passengers were evacuated, but the fire caused many delays lasting through the morning.
These 2 years have taught us that anything can happen. So you have to just take it with whatever comes with it.
It was the hauling section of the train, the first car and a 6-car train. It was a fire in the generator compartment, so there was fire emitting from the top of the train car.
No injuries were reported. We're told it's now up to the MBTA to remove the train. The MBTA also says prepare for delays if you're taking trains traveling through Providence. Maintenance workers tell ABC6 News the fire burned the cables above that track.
Now to our focus on our schools. $81 billion in federal funding going to schools all across the country. The president announcing that money will go to all 50 states, D.C. and Puerto Rico. It is intended to support efforts to safely return to in-person learning as soon as possible. This is part of the Biden administration's pledge to get all students back in school for some form of in-person learning in the president's first 100 days in office.
This announcement builds on our ongoing efforts to support schools and staff by investing in testing and prioritizing teachers for vaccination. Together,
now, we did reach out to the Department of Education in Rhode Island, and according to them, the state will get over $415 million. Now to an ABC6 News follow-up. The Act on Climate passed in the House of Representatives last night with a vote of 53 to 22. This bill would require the state to formalize a plan to achieve net zero carbon emissions in the state by 2050. Now, according to the sponsor of the bill, it does not contain any specific requirements for businesses, property owners, or drivers, but she says market forces are already driving changes that will help the state reach those ambitious goals.
Gas cars are being phased out by both Ford and GM. By the year 2035, they're not going to make them anymore. So I use that as an example because there's evolutionary changes taking place in the economy that are going to, really promote this kind of a plan and a net zero carbon.
And just so you know, from here, the bill does go back to the Senate.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
And with only a week left in March, this has been the March of sunshine. Each and every day we've had pretty much bright skies. We've had very little rain. So those things that you have up in the sky, they're called clouds. And we have them here for the evening hours, and they'll be here overnight. And they're going to eventually produce this stuff called rain that falls from the sky and hits the ground and makes things wet. And it's like the third time it's rained all month long. It's really amazing. You can see the overcast skies in Providence. The temperatures today, even with a lack of sunshine, weren't cool. It was nice, the 50s to near 60 inland. Areas at the coast, I know you see some upper 40s, and that little blue color has started to come in there. That's a little bit cooler air. But at one point, you were mid to upper 50s, which is not too shabby for this time of year when the normal high should only be about 50 degrees. But tonight we have to get through some rain. It'll come in after 10 or 11 p.m., and the temperatures really don't move much. We're just kind of hovering right around 50 degrees. That's where our normal high temperatures should be for this time of year. Are you kidding me? That's where we're going to be at midnight tonight. That's really mild. Here comes the rain. A little low pressure. As this rain lifts north, it kind of sputters out a little bit. It doesn't quite get all the way here, but just enough that we'll have some rain during the overnight hours. That rain kind of creeping into Connecticut now. A lot of the movement is south to north, but eventually the whole entire area of rain will make that move east, and that's why we get into rain tonight. It should be out of here really early tomorrow, like daybreak hours, and once we get through a little cloud cover tomorrow morning, it's going to be a really nice day. But March has been dry, not as dry as 1915, but we rank about 7th right now for the driest March ever. So any rain we get obviously would bring that total up. And we have not a chance of rain for tonight only. It's also for Friday. We have another chance of rain for Sunday too. So a couple chances of rain, more than we've had all month, happening the next 3 to 4 days. So for tomorrow, once any rain and clouds are out, the sun pops and all bets are off. We just go crazy. Let's go 70s inland. Let's do that. 60s at the beaches. I'll go 74 for Johnston, 74 for Burrillville. Southeastern Mass becoming mostly sunny for you, and that's nice. I mean, when you have 60s to around 70, I mean, that's like a May forecast. I mean, that's where we should be right before Memorial Day weekend. So a very warm day for Thursday, probably the warmest day of the entire week. So here comes the clouds. We know they're here. Here comes the rain, 10, 11, right through Rhode Island. And then it starts to spread east, the rain it is, into southeastern Mass. So by 2 a.m., just about everybody has rain. But look at your temperatures. They're like upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Then the rain will move away in the morning. Clouds will start to follow that rain. Just got to have a little patience in the morning. It will take a little time, but once we get there, your reward in the afternoon is a May-like feel with sunshine and very warm. Clouds will build back in Friday and some showers to end the week as well. Could even have a rumble of thunder, but strong gusty winds, probably more of the story for Friday than any kind of rain. So for tonight, most areas about a quarter of an inch of rain. It's not a lot of rain, but it's been so dry, we need anything we can get. Get that other chance on Friday. And then dry Saturday, we'll throw in a few more showers on Sunday, and then dry for next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Sunny, a little cooler at times, but 50s and low 60s during the afternoon. Nick.
Thank you, Jeff. A lot of Patriots news to get to. We hear from some more of the new Pats, including receiver Nelson Aguilar today. But first, two important Patriots from the past few years are coming back. We'll fill you in on that and more coming up next in sports.
Watch ABC6 every night at 11. We're on it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Zoop, put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like tea and crumpets. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. No, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team setting.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah, it has 3 rows.
So you.
Your Buick has Apple CarPlay. Where do I plug in?
It's wireless.
That's so you. What do I do with these?
Careful, it's kind of busy.
Oh, I got this with my superpowers.
And a little help from your Buick.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Current eligible Buick lessees get this low-mileage lease on this 2021 Buick Encore GX for around $179 per month.
At the Schumer's home and here at Window World, we're into conserving.
Conserving energy and saving you money.
Let us show you how to save money on your utility bills.
Get 8 windows or 4 windows and a patio door for only $105 per month.
And save hundreds on patio sliders, entry doors, siding, and more.
Visit windowworldri.com for a free in-home estimate.
Not only do we stand behind our windows,
we're saving money on them.
Hey, Rita, with 3% cash back on dining, including takeout from Chase Freedom Unlimited, you're always earning.
Then this is officially a takeout week.
That's a good choice, Rita. Bon appetit. Earn 3% on dining, including takeout, and so much more. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Welcome back to the Wonder, Foxwoods Resort Casino. Rooms starting at $69.
Meteorologist Chelsea Priest, weekdays on ABC6 News.
We make this commitment to you. Tonight's breaking news, updates on today's top stories, and tomorrow's big events. See 11 minutes of nonstop news and weather. Turn to 11 at 11, only on ABC6.
Now, ABC6 Sports.
The Patriots made buzz last week for all the guys they brought in from other teams to make their roster better in free agency. On Wednesday, the Pats making some more important moves, but this time to bring back players who've been a big part of their recent success. Starting on offense, multiple reports saying today running back James White is returning to Foxborough next season. Sweet Feet, as he's called, will reportedly be back on a one-year deal worth $2.5 million guaranteed. The 3-time Super Bowl champion obviously dealt with an incredibly tough season in 2020 with his parents being involved in that serious accident in which he lost his dad. But White, again, continued to contribute to the offense, and now he'll play that pass-catching back role again in 2021. On the defense, an important guy is reportedly finalizing his return to the Patriots. That would be Lawrence Guy. ESPN's Mike Reese reporting Wednesday. The defensive lineman expected to be back with a new 4-year contract with New England. Guy has been a durable guy for the front seven the past 4 seasons, playing in 16 games in 3 of the last 4 years. The 31-year-old will have some help, too, in 2021 in getting to the QB and stopping the run. We heard from more of the new Pats players on Wednesday, including a guy that's going to help Guy. Devon Godshaw, the D lineman, comes to New England from the Dolphins and has heard from former Patriots that he'll fit in well in Foxborough. Former Patriots like D tackle Vince Wilfork and former defensive lineman Andre Carter, a former position coach of his in Miami.
It was a bit, shocking, seeing, the New England Patriots call me, but, it was happy at the same time. I was very happy to get my name called and, kind of like, draft day all over again, getting my name called by Coach Belichick, and we agreed on the deal and coming to be a New England Patriot.
Also coming back from Miami to New England with Godshaw's linebacker Kyle Van Noy. After a season with the Dolphins, Van Noy was cut recently and had few words to say about his former team Wednesday. Van Noy did say he kept in touch with his former New England teammates, now current again, so recruiting him back to Foxborough wasn't hard. He also said he might have to smooth things over with Cam Newton after some trash talking last season.
Me and Cam have similar mindset, and that's to win. And I'm excited to work with him. I've heard nothing but good things. I think everybody's going to be excited after, hopefully, we have dinner, and I'll pay for it.
I mean, as he ought to, right? And the other new Patriot we talked with today on the defense, linebacker Raekwon McMillan. He spent 2020 with the Raiders and the 2 seasons before that with the Dolphins. McMillan had great things to say about meeting Coach Belichick, and walking into Gillette Stadium, he was struck by the team's recent success.
Walking into the building, the first thing you see on the right is the championship rings. Seeing the prestige that came with being a Patriot over this track record of winning football games and winning championships. That really did it for me. I just want to be a part of that.
Nelson Agholor is a big upgrade for the Patriots wide receiving core. Agholor spent 2020 with the Raiders as well and had a career year. He's out in California right now working with his new teammates, including Cam Newton at the Patriots West gathering this week.
I like to be able to move around depending on, scenario or situation or routes that need to be executed. So I think Coach McDaniels, historically has done a great job with moving his receivers around, and I'm excited for that opportunity.
With the Pats here, Trent Brown is back for the offensive line in 2021. New England and Las Vegas making a deal to bring the big tackle back to Foxborough. Brown won a ring with the Pats in 2018, but had a couple rocky years with the Raiders. He's hoping being back in New England will put him back on track.
Ever since I left, nothing is going right for me. I've been experiencing little small nagging injuries. I've worn a lot of jerseys in my life, but I've never been more proud to honestly than to when I put on a Patriots jersey.
Pats also today signing linebacker Leroy Reynolds, and they also had Matthew Judon speak with the media today, too. We'll hear from him tonight at 11. One of PC's captains on the ice this season is headed to the pros. Junior Tice Thompson has signed a new 2-year entry-level contract with the New Jersey Devils. Thompson led the Friars in scoring this season with 11 goals, 14 assists. He'll now go into quarantine before beginning his professional career. Good luck to him. And one last Patriot story. We do have one more. How about Good Samaritan Justin Herron? Police in Tempe, Arizona, honored the Patriots player Wednesday for a heroic act this past weekend. Herron and another man saved a woman from an attacker and a potential sexual assault in one of the city's parks. Herron saying today, if there's someone in need, don't turn a blind eye. That's great words to hear from Justin Herron. How about him? Celtics play the Bucks tonight at 7:30. Bruins are practicing tonight, too, as well, off their COVID pause. An update on both tonight at 11 o'clock. John?
Nick, what are we going to get from the Celtics? That's what I want to know.
We'll see. It's a big one tonight going to Milwaukee.
All right. Thank you, Nick. And thank you for watching ABC6 News at 6. World News with David Murray is coming up next. We'll see you back here tonight at 11. But first, here's a look at a primetime lineup this evening on ABC6. We'll see you at 11 for 11 at 11.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer, weeknights on ABC6 News.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Racing for a great deal on the Honda Civic Sedan. Only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event.
This spring, check out a new Hyundai SUV. It's the upgrade you've been looking for. Only at the Hyundai Spring Upgrade Event.
Are you ready to make a difference? Join Rhode Island's nonprofit community on April 1st for 401 Give. Visit 401gives.org.
It's more than a day. It's a movement.
At GEM, we take safety as seriously as our work, so we've transitioned to contactless service. When we arrive at your home, we'll have on a complete set of personal protective equipment. We'll call or text you to go over next steps. You'll open necessary doors so we can go right to the problem area. If needed, we'll ask you to adjust any controls. And when the job is done, you'll complete the payment remotely. Contactless service only from GEM. Call GEM today or go to askgem.com.
At Bank RI, we see change as a natural part of Rhode Island business. We also see opportunity, which is why more companies look to Bank Rhode Island's powerful commercial banking solutions to help them turn new challenges into new success. Bank RI, change is part of your business. Turning it into opportunity is part of ours. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
These days, we're all trying to be super moms. From being the chauffeur, the family chef, and the science teacher, we're really juggling a lot. To all the super moms out there, keep up the great work, and we'll keep your loved ones safe in a brand new all-wheel drive Subaru. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
On the next Access Hollywood, an American journalist kidnapped in Colombia and held for ransom. Then